Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Wow, what a sell-off. I warned about the potential rollover of this wave, and I also warned about trading this wave B because it is to a degree just not predictable, especially a corrective wave B. A lot of choppy price action and a lot of people will get caught out in a wave B. It is unfortunately what it is. We had quite a significant sell-off here overnight, but we take a look at that and we take a look at what that now means for Ethereum. The previous video, it all looked good, but I warned that if we drop below 15.15, I mean, to be fair, we're holding it now, but we basically invalidated the previous pattern by breaking below 15.15 for a short time. So I show you what is for me now the more reasonable wave count. It is one that I showed you anyway before. And it is one that I said, if we go below 15.15, I will make that my primary. Again, that could change again. Such a corrective wave pattern can, in these corrective wave patterns, the wave counts, especially on the lower degree waves, they can change frequently. That is also what it is. And we need to understand that in such a wave pattern, the movements are very choppy, especially at the moment. Such a choppy market, a lot of up and down, a lot of people get caught out. It is a difficult market at the moment, generally. So you need to understand that when you trade, especially if you decide to trade a corrective wave like this one to the upside. But I talked about that this can be very, very risky. Okay, let's take a look at the wave pattern here overall. For Ethereum, we had, in my opinion, still a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. This is my view, that Ethereum from the low at 880 created a first impulse. Completely different than Bitcoin. First of all, it performed much better. And then Bitcoin did not perform a solid 5-wave impulse to the upside. Ethereum did that. And therefore, I have much more confidence in the Ethereum chart than Bitcoin. I said that a few times, and I said it is absolutely possible that Bitcoin makes potentially a new low below the June lows, while Ethereum is just making a higher low, for example, holding above $1,000. This is often what happens. We'll see if this will happen eventually, but it is often a reason for confusion for everybody who believes that all coins are moving together. Of course, there are correlations, but it is sometimes the case that if a coin already finishes its correction, and I think Ethereum, in this we have a really good case for it, that Ethereum completed its correction already at $880, that if that coin moves up in a strong wave 1, another coin which might be leading the market like Bitcoin has not done that and also comes down once more, then it could very well be that, for example, the move down that Bitcoin does might be an impulsive move down, which will lead to lower lows, whereas Ethereum's correction, which could also be a substantial one, but it might just be a corrective wave in a wave 2, that might not lead to a new low. And then we could say that Ethereum in the next move up will be in a wave 3, whereas Bitcoin might only be in a wave 1. So it is interesting to see that these waves all move, or these charts all move in their individual waves. However, need to understand there are correlations, of course, and they can mess up the chart to a degree. But overall, they all move in their individual waves. So we now expected primarily that we are on the way down in a wave A, moved up here in a wave B, and come down in a wave C. That wave B, I mean the wave B in itself, that would take us into the region between 1770 and 1920 is not invalidated. So this could still develop to something higher. But now, due to the drop below 15.15 that we did, this is not great confidence anymore. So I'll think about it throughout the day if there is another possibility. But for now, I'm going to go with that WXY pattern that I showed you. Few things we talked about. We talked about this ascending wedge. You can see we never broke out of it to the upside. You see we never broke substantially above the 50-day moving average. And you can see we actually broke below the 15.15 level, the previous wave 2. Now, could we still, I'm just thinking, yeah, I mean, this could, no, I'm just thinking, this could still be this pattern, yeah. It could still be, where you could say, all right, this here was a wave A, this was a wave B, and this is a wave C. In this wave C, we are doing something like an expanded flat, where you have your just thinking, where you have your wave A here, your wave B in an, let's say, overshooting, or in this case undercutting wave B. Yeah, you can do that. You can get below the wave 2, and we would then move up in a wave 3 next, in an ABC pattern, an expanded flat in a wave 3. However, that's very rare, especially in a diagonal. Yeah, very rare. They happen. Yeah, I know textbooks I think say you can't have that, but they do happen. But we'll see. This is not the most likely scenario anymore, so we'll dismiss that for now. I still keep it in the back pocket here, but for me the focus is now on the downside primarily due to that latest drop. But if I see something else emerging, I will of course make you aware. Few things for me here that I talked about. I said I'm largely staying out of this. I did enter earlier, I think it was around 1470, got stopped out, cost neutral, is okay. You know, we are now even below my stop price, so I'm happy with that. So I stayed out of it because it is a very choppy wave, this one. If you want to trade this, you need to pay a lot of attention to it. It is a very stressful situation here. And I said, if we get into this area up here, there could be a short opportunity into the wave C down. Now we never got there. I would rather use this area to accumulate between 1130 and 1320. Now again, this could go down in an extreme case to $1,000. If we lose the $1,000, it would be rather a bearish scenario that we have to put more focus on. Yeah, at the moment we can still primarily focus on this as a bullish wave count, where we're just doing the correction. Now, because this has so far been, let's say, invalidated, or at least it's not reliable anymore, we can look at the Ethereum chart, the other scenario, the WXY that we talked about yesterday. We said, all right, in this scenario, we are not in a wave B to the upside, we're actually in a wave X. So in that X wave, we could have peaked already here, and we are on the way down. WXY, yeah, where the, in the X wave, an A, B, C, and the C wave we said could have peaked already with 5 waves, and we are now on the way down. That means in this scenario, we could have finished the wave X already here at 1688. And the problem is, but what confirms this basically is that we can count 5 waves down now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this could be a higher level wave 1, yeah, because in this wave Y in itself, you have 3 waves, A, B, C. So let's put that on the chart as well. A, B, C. Now we have the problem. This 5-wave move could already be the wave A, but I don't primarily think that. Yeah, it would not be in proportion to the length of the wave W. So therefore, what do I think? I think the wave A will be a bit lower, and this here was only the first wave of possibly a 5-wave move down. Now a wave A could also be a 3-wave move. However, in a WXY pattern, that would be rare as well. So rather we focus on this will be a 5-wave move. So it will be something like that. And like that. Yeah, so maybe make these another color as well. Yeah. So this is now, I think, how it would unfold. It could very well be that this 5-wave move is already done, and we're now seeing a wave 2 recovery. Just to give you an idea where that might lead to. So what's currently happening here looks for me corrective. So it could be very well that wave 2. Can't rule out that we will go a bit lower, but at the moment I don't see the evidence for that. We have 5 waves down, so in terms of Fibonacci retracement, we would say this could get into the region between 1566 and 1611. So between the 38.2% Fib level and the 61.8. Yeah, this is the main area where I would expect the wave 2 to get into before we come down in the wave 3. That's how I primarily see this at the moment. And I will keep you updated, of course. So focus is now rather to the downside here. Yeah, and any wave that's going up here, I wouldn't go long because these are only corrective waves as well. Yeah, the trend seems to have shifted now back down in this wave, in this impulse of a wave A. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.